So anyway, I'm watching Winx, Fate, the Winx Saga. It's about the Winx girl, right? You know, the cartoons and all that stuff, right? So anyway, what get on my nerves is the first thing I seen is that the guy who's supposed to be black on the boy side, he's not black. That's a biracial kid, and they're missing like a the Chinese, no, the Asian girl, and they're missing like a Latina girl, I believe, which I believe she's half black. I believe she's biracial, Latina, and then biracial, maybe native, and then like the Chinese, the Asian girl, whatever there, right? So anyway, they're missing out that. Instead, I believe they have like two white girls or something. So anyway, when it comes down to it, it's like really, it should be like no big deal. But if they're gonna like put more white people, they gotta put more black characters in the white spots pretty much. And you know what I'm talking about? I just don't like that really, because people pretty much all over the world watch the Winx Club, and then like when they see their nationality excluded, that's like holy hell, right? Seriously, so anyway, this will get on my nerves, right? So in the beginning, I seen a girl, right, Bloom, right? She has a fire ability, but what made me question, like, how come she has a fire ability, but her clothes don't set on fire? The fire's like literally touching her clothes, and it does not burn or crisp or nothing like that. That don't make no sense to me. Her whole entire outfit should have been on fire. She should have been on fire. She ain't gonna burn, but her whole entire outfit should burn, right? She should wear like short sleeves. It would make more sense. So that's one. So another one is the fact that there's barely any magic. Where's the magic? Alright, they're supposed to be flying around. You don't have wings? Nothing? They're not even fairies. They're just witches. Like, nothing is happening that shows that there's magic. They're like, and another thing is like, it's so westernized. Like, I guess like so earthling nice. It's because they're talking about issues like being homophobic and all that stuff, and they're talking about California. They all know what California is. They all know what United States is. It's like, aren't y'all supposed to be from gazillions of planets? Like one of the gazillions of planets out there. How in the world do you know Earth so well? I mean, well, you must live on Earth then if you know Earth so well. That's the only thing I can come up with. And it's just kind of, I don't know. It just continues on. It just continues on and on. The girls, they keep getting in trouble, and then it's like there's nothing that really happens to them. Like, for example, Stella, she gives Bella, whatever her name is, Stella, she gives her ring, right? She gives that girl her ring. Bloom, her ring. But her ring is supposed to go to like a different universe or something like that, or a different world. That ring is super ultra important, right? But it's like she just gives it off like nothing in the world. That's like that, and I believe that's one of a kind. I believe that if she lost that, that's like a heirloom or something. That's it. Why would you want to lose your ability to travel to another world, right? And if you're like one of the only people that have that ability to do so, I mean, that's very expensive type of stuff, right? So, no, that doesn't make sense. If they've been friends for a long time, I can see it. Not in the first episode. I can't see in the first episode. Right. So Bloom messed up and she left the door open to Between Worlds. Alright, that can happen because she's ignorant and, you know, she doesn't know how to use the ring. So anyway, I'm just gonna keep carrying on, right? Just like different aspects in the show that I kinda didn't really like. What was it? There's something else. The age gap. Okay, I remember the age gap. The age gap is too big, right? So they're trying to all play 16-year-olds. How come you got one girl? You know the girl that wearing the dark clothes is always doing bad. She's looking like she just turned 18 years old. And then you got the guy walking around that she's going with. He look like he's my age. Like, why do you even try to do such a thing? Why, y'all? Like, literally, just make it so that they're like basically college students. Just go and say they're in college. Just say they're in college so that it doesn't look terrible with a big age gap. I say bitch age gap. With a big age gap. Like, I guess because they're trying to make it seem like the importance of turning 18, but when it comes down to it, Bloom, she just got up in there and she doesn't have much training, so that's just the way it's gonna be. And just put them in college age so that you can have different people. Another thing that's kind of brings it down. Another thing that kind of really brings it down is the fact that um fudge is the fact that they're trying to aim it towards teenagers. If you're gonna put adult content on here, you're gonna have to. You can't just put a little bit. Just be all right. It's a good. I just put a little bit of adult content. Oh, dismembered bodies. Maybe just one scene out of like 10 or something. No, if you're gonna make it adult content, make it adult content. Put them as college students. Make it adult content because then you can add a lot more stuff. Two. Two. I don't really list a lot of things. And another thing, where's the magic? Where is this is like one problem. It's like one issue of like about 100 issues. But with no magic, it's like, how come the principal doesn't have like some type of security in her room? Like no protector in her room. Why are they just walking out on the other side of the protection barrier and they don't have any protection spells? Why in the world is the headmistress, I guess that's what they call her, so weak? Like, I say weak. She took on the monster by herself, but why is she so weak? Because she's supposed to be able to have like something, maybe a spell to just lock it up. She can walk up in there, just lock that monster up without a problem. But nah, she gotta fight it, toss it around with some air, telekinesis or whatever. Just, that's a lame as hell to me. I'm sorry. And she went in there. She doesn't have anything to cover her. Nothing. No protection spells. Nothing. Nothing for the girls. Nothing at all. Anybody can walk into her office and try to, take whatever they want. It don't make no sense to me. And I don't know. It's just a whole bunch of issues with the lack of magic. You got the guys, right? The guys, the elite guys, the best fighter or something like that. He got cut up by the monster or something like that. The burned one. And that kind of got on my nerves because, like, aren't you supposed to be the best fighter? How come you, with like about 50 other dudes, couldn't even whoop his ass? One of them couldn't even do it. That just makes it seem like, ain't that supposed to be the queen's men? It doesn't make them seem like they're just like a whole bunch of like freaking ants or something. It just makes me take the whole entire like show like not seriously. You got somebody who can't even fight around a whole bunch of men who can't fight. Actually, even if you don't know how to fight, you should have been able to beat that monster. But I don't know. It's just like they're just waiting around to just die or something because they lost. Don't. Y'all should not do that. Y'all should not make it so that the show is like, seem like everybody doesn't know what they're doing and everybody is weak. That's not cool. Oh, and another thing, when the girls, I think I said this already, I'm not quite sure, but when the girls get in trouble, they only get talked to. How come when they go outside the barrier, do some stuff like that, almost about to get everybody killed, they only get talked to? I can see if they don't get caught, or if they know something's up. I can see if they didn't know who did it or something. Like, I can see if they got by all the security, all that stuff. But nah, they just pretty much get in trouble, risking everybody's lives every day, and they're just getting nothing that happens at all. I don't know, guys. This show is kind of ridiculous like that. Oh, I'm trying to like it, and it looks nice, but